And whose team is this? Is this your team? Or is this your daddy's team?
Thanks for listening to the Dad Mode Podcast, common sense parenting in a politically correct world. Here's your host, Andy Carlson.
Welcome back to Dad Mode, Common Sense Parenting in a Politically Correct World. I'm your host, Andy Carlson, at Andy Carlson Show on the Twitter machine. I'm a father. I have no idea what I'm doing, but you and either they're chiefy, a little chieferton. Try and learn something together today. Website is dadmodepod.com. We're also on Facebook, and the Twitter for show is at dadmodepod. With me today, down here in the cavern, is Uncle Nick. Follow him on Twitter at Nickson. Hey.
Hey, Andy. Is this really a cavern, though?
It's a basement bedroom.
Would you call it a man cave?
No. I never liked the term man cave. I always thought that was kind of douchey.
I thought you were going to say kind of sexist.
No, who really cares? Like, one can have a man cave, but I don't know. I understand you get a nice couch, you get a nice chair, you get a pretty big TV. That's all I need. Now, I don't need all the various tchotchkes of my favorite teams on the walls, although I've never been a big memorabilia guy. I don't know, it just doesn't really do it for me.
Like a mini fridge or something?
I don't need light treatments of the colors of my favorite team. Although mini fridge sounds pretty good.
Light treatment.
Yeah. There we go. Back in the house for Dad Mode. Just had some dinner. Had some tater tot hot dish. Nick, what'd you think?
It was excellent. Very classic. Delicious.
Americana. That's what we're going on. And sitting down, having meals with your family, it's essentially free. Yes, you can break it down. Well, Andy, you have to buy the groceries, and then you have to cook them, and then you have to use electricity or gas to cook the food, and then you have to have electricity to turn on the lights, and plus you had to pay for the table. Yeah, I get it with all that bullshit. But essentially, ostensibly, sitting down and having dinner with your family is free. And it's something that helps bring family together, helps decompress the day, and I honestly feel if more families made a concerted effort just to sit down and have dinner together, actually sit down, not at the island in the kitchen with the TV on and the kids diddling on their phones, and like little Johnny's got the VR thing. It's like, mommy, I'm flying planes. Bullshit, that kid is on Pornhub. I don't know where I'm going with this, but families would be better off.
When do you think I feel like it's a recent generational thing where families started drifting apart, because I'm using TV as a bad example, but you look at TV shows of the 50s, 60s, 70s, a lot of things were generally families did orient around the dinner table and generally but I feel like me growing up in the 90s we did not it wasn't a common thing. Mm-hmm. We did
everywhere you live.
We were kind of that living room style family where we, ate on TV trays. We had.
Wait, that was actually a thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I had TV trays. Oh yeah.
I was unaware.
We sit in front of the TV and do it. I feel like it started in the 90s.
Well, actually the 50s.
What
TV dinners?
I mean the idea of people.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess I could see it in the 50s too. But I feel like it became more of a generational thing in the 90s.
How was your day? My day was good. What did you do in school? What did you learn today? Oh, you kicked the Iranian kid kicked you in the head. Oh, well, that's not going to work out well. Oh, you're on the nightly news now. Oh, they're classifying it as a hate crime. Oh, great. I have to stay off Facebook forever now. Yeah, about that. But sitting down dinner is one of the free examples, and that's what I want to talk about today, because kids can be expensive. Don't get me wrong, especially if you're going out to an event like a ball game, family of 4. Oh, MG, like it adds up. But like, there's so many things that you can do with your kids and your family that are free or essentially free. And what I mean by it's stuff that you already bought. Like if you have cross-country skis, like if you're really big into that, you can take them cross-country skiing. Well, you have to buy the cross-country skis. Well, if you already bought them, sunk cost. Get out of here. Going out is free.
The problem with, to nitpick it, you could, a lot of organizations, a lot of places they do charge you to play there.
Like what?
I mean, for cross country skiing, I think Como, for example, I think they charge you to go.
Cross country skiing is a bad example because I've never cross country skied in my life, and also I don't even think anyone actually does it.
They do it at Como. I know. I've seen people do it around the lake and stuff. They or like around the golf course. But I feel like you have to pay for that though.
What was your favorite thing when you were a kid to do that was essentially free?
That was essentially free?
Yeah.
Let me think a little bit about this. Me spending time with the family.
Yeah, you gotta think about your childhood that you blacked out most of.
I know. I mean, it was hard. I mean, a lot of things you had to pay for. A lot of the fun going out activities. I mean, a lot of. Okay, here you go. A quick, cheesy example, and I'll get hate mail for this, but something my mom did, something me and my family talked about, when reminiscing about her, was she used to take us to the airport, outside the airport, to watch planes take off and land.
What? Wait, hold on, Al Qaeda. What?
Okay, it's not funny. I don't want to go to jail. Please don't arrest me. I swear.
No,
I swear
we're just studying the patterns and breaches in security. I mean, it's cool to watch them land.
Yeah, the Minneapolis airport. In the 90s, there used to be spots kind of like, I think today it's where the cell phone people stop and wait until people call and pick them up. It was just like a strip of area outside the airport, and if you at night you get out on your car and stare up in the sky, you can watch planes take off and land. And if you're ever under a plane when it's about to land or take off, it's a thrilling experience, kind of like in that scene in Wayne's World.
It's really cool, like when you're where 62 meets Cedar, or Cedar essentially ends.
Yes.
Like so many planes just
Yep.
right over it. It's almost kind of scary.
Yeah, it was exhilarating though. I mean, because I haven't flown too much when I was a kid, and every time going there was kind of that
Mommy, I'd get that plane and leave all of you.
Definitely wasn't affording to be able to do that, but it was something. We didn't pay a dime for it. I think, other than maybe bringing snacks, but we bought
Nick,
snacks
those snacks cost money, and it costs you gas to get there. No.
No.
My favorite one is catch. Just playing catch, whether it be baseball, football. You can pass the hockey puck back and forth. You can kick the soccer ball back and forth. You can shoot some hoops with your kid. I feel like that's especially, I mean, you definitely have athletic girls as well. We can already tell that Muggs is going to be kind of a rambunctious, probably athletic girl. But I feel like with young boys, all they want to do, Nick, you were a young boy once. All they want to do, all they have energy for, and nothing makes their day better than when someone plays catch with them or literally just chases them around, burn off energy. And that's all it takes. I mean, it's cheap. Super cheap. Yeah.
Football, baseball, what was your catcher's choice?
Well, back in the day, me and my dad, it was baseball.
Okay.
And the time we would do it is when during the summer, and we got something on the grill, and we would play, not exactly catch, but we would play this made-up baseball game where I would hit all the time, and he would pitch, and then we go through the Twins order. So it would be like Matt Lawton, Marty Cordova, the Twins of that generation. Oh, Kirby Puckett, Shane Mack. Oh, Cordova's a little bit later. Pedro Munoz with the mustache. I'm going to bring up a picture of Pedro Munoz. He looks like a child molester. No, that might be libel. Or which one is print? Oh, libel or... I think libel's print. So it's not libel, it's the other one. Slander. Yeah, there you go. I just slandered Pedro Munoz.
You did slander him hard.
Yeah, it's okay. But yeah, just having those quality times, and also just remembering the smell of grilled chicken or brats or steak or anything like that is just good times, good memories. And I feel like too many Munoz. I feel like too many people, too many parents just miss out on that. Yeah. Look, they're always thinking about, oh, we got to take the kids out to the game. We got to take them to Chuck E. Cheese. We got to take them to this and that. We got to spend a whole bunch of money on them during the weekend. No, you really don't. And here's the thing. The kid is never going to be like, you only spent $200. This is supposed to be a $400 fun worth of weekend. No, they don't care.
That's interesting to think about. Where did you specifically play catch at?
Back of the house.
Okay.
Yeah, backyard. Pedro Munoz. Look at that mustache.
I think parks and playgrounds, thankfully as of now, they don't cost any money, and doing an activity with the family there.
Yep.
I was going to say that at first, but I did that with a lot of friends. But I could see my brother or like my mom back in the day maybe, eventually taking me to the park,
Yeah.
So, and thankfully, we live in a great state that has a beautiful park system all over, and definitely affordable.
Yeah, I feel like that's something you could get kids into too, because I know someone who, like, they went around to visit all the state parks. I forget who it was, but the wife just texted me. She just dropped Muggsy just dropped a deuce in the tub.
You can't make this up, folks.
That's good pod. But yeah, that was their thing. Like they would go to each state park, and as a kid, I imagine that's something really neat that you can keep up with. It's like, we have this many to go. Probably had a little booklet too, like a little check mark thing, and you'd be surprised at how much small things like that, seemingly small things like that, really stick with kids and make an impact on. And like you mentioned with parks. There's a free zoo, Como Park Zoo. Although that one is a
donation.
Yeah, and also it's not as good as the Minnesota State Zoo.
Not as good as the.
Like you can definitely tell it's a donation zoo. Yeah,
I'll agree with that. Coming from St. Paul, living near the Como Zoo, the problem with it's the word free. I mean, we live in a modern country where, sorry, boys and girls, but everything does cost money, and it's, and I think the most common thing, like the list that we're talking about now, the minimum stuff that you have to pay for, if anything, is traveling if you are going somewhere, and the cost of food.
Yep.
And obviously, we listed off some examples of like bringing food, bringing like snacks and stuff. Some places like if you go to like the free Como Zoo, there's hot dog and burger places. There's Temptation. There's the gift shop. Oh my, Atlanta, I have nieces. Anytime you go somewhere, you have to watch them the gift shop because they go there like a homing missile. It's insane. I never seen anything like that before.
See, that's why I want to get into Muggsy too, because whenever we go to the Minnesota Zoo, we usually walk by the gift shop on the way to like the birds and the Minnesota trails or whatever. And she always there's this like little panda I think that she's got her eye on. She's like, I'm gonna get me that effing panda someday. Daddy, you're gonna pay $40 for that panda. And the thing I want to get through to her is that I understand the immediacy of getting this panda on a trip to the zoo, even though we go to the zoo like twice a month. But we could get this on Amazon for $3 instead of paying $40. Like I want her to, I want to get that wiring into her of, yeah, we could pay $40 and you could take this panda home now, or we could pay $3 on Amazon with Amazon Prime and get it in 2 days, and you have the same exact panda, but you gotta wait a little bit.
Teach you modern technology, like, hey, have patience.
Yeah, I feel like I got pretty lucky in the spousal department because the wife is very price conscious and she gets it. She's like, well, why would I buy this at Nordstrom's when I could get essentially the same thing at Target for a third of the price? I'm like, thank God. Yeah, of course. But then, of course, the Target bills are pretty high. But, yeah, I think that's something smart to have wired into a kid as you go into adult, being price conscious and also being like, I don't have to go out and spend $100 on booze and hang out with my friends. We could stay in and get $40 worth of booze between all of us and just hang out and watch movies. And maybe smoke a little pot because that would be completely legal by then.
By the time this airs, it'll be completely illegal by then. You know, the big issue I see is that a lot of people, you know, I mean, this is, I think, a small percentage of people who, you know, if they have a budget or, you know, trying to live cheaply, because I think a lot of people don't. I mean, you know, I don't want my kid being the only kid who's never gone to, for me, one of my fun things I liked doing as a kid was paying for was going to, like, Bunker Hills, a wave pool up in the northern cities.
I'm not talking about depriving the kid of activities, but, yeah, just make sure that that's it's a special event. You know, you don't always have to be shelling out every single weekend. Like, we're talking about the zoo, and, like, something that is essentially free is the Minnesota State Zoo. Like, I understand you're paying $125 for a year's membership, except that's for 2 people, a kid, a guest, and once you pay it, it's a sunk cost. You can go as many times as you want, so that is essentially free. And by the way, so if you break it down, so we bought that. Say we go every third week, so that would be 16, 17 times. So it's less than $10 a trip. That is basically free. Like, in the grand scheme of things, that is basically free.
Wow, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, and plus, you have fun when you're not at the zoo all day. It's not like going to Valley Fair. So, like, the concessions and all that crap, you're like, oh, we're only going to be here for an hour and a half. You know, we don't have to eat every hour and a half. We're not diabetic. But also, it's good exercise. It's you get to learn a little bit. Like, I did not know there was a Asian wild dog, which is also my nickname. Yeah. And also the thing at the zoo is that Muggsy loves those little water jet things.
Oh.
Little fountains. Like,
Okay.
the kids just go nuts out there. Like, in the summer, like, there's not even that many people just walk around the zoo because all the kids are just at this the water, essentially just a water park, just spraying everywhere. They're like, brrr.
At the zoo. Huh.
Yeah, they love it.
Very neat, very neat.
Let's see, what else? Swimming. Like, swimming, I get it. You pay for a swimming membership, whether it's a municipal one or a private one, or if you had at a private club or a country club, whatever. But, yeah, just go swim with your kids. It's cheap. Did I win?
No, we both
No, we tied.
We tied.
Oh, there we go. Also, in that, like, Nick, were you a swimmer as a kid?
No. I was afraid of the deep end of the pool.
Oh, why'd you stay in the shallow end?
I tried to, then they kept making fun of me. I'm like, shut up, Mom. Bitch.
I was a huge swimmer when I was a kid. Like, that was the thing to do, like, every summer. Like, I still remember, like, oh, it's almost 1 o'clock. Better get on the bike down to the municipal pool. I think, like, a summer pass was like $35 back in the day.
Oh, really?
And you could literally just go every single day. And I chalked that one up under the it's essentially free.
That's actually a good one.
Yeah.
I think, here you go. Something else I did was, speaking of water, fishing. Would fishing be, I did that with family. I think that was something.
I pay for a license. Well, you're an Asian fisherman, so you probably don't pay for a license.
Okay, we got to cut this podcast short. Don't get me in trouble, Andy.
Because you pay for a fishing license, because what is that, $25, $30?
Back in the day, it was, I think, only 15, 20. But, yeah, it's about 20 to 30 now.
Yeah, and you don't need a boat. You don't need to go anywhere special. You can go down to the culvert ditch that's got a few fish in there.
Yeah.
See that all the time.
Yep, going up.
Especially Asians, and I can say that.
Asian. We can't say that.
You do see a lot of Asians, though. And then they eat the fish.
Yes, they do. And any other animal that freaking comes up there. I can say that, too, because I'm half Asian, and I seen it. Quick story here with my dad. I'm sure I talked about him on the show. My dad was never the greatest fatherly figure, but one of our pastimes that we did do together, and something he taught me was fishing. And we didn't have like a boat. We didn't have any fancy machinery. But
Nick, we do not need a boat. The land is our boat.
I'm the captain now. I have not even seen that movie.
Yeah, like bait is cheap. You can go buy some grub worms for like $1.29 at the bait shop, or if you got the time, you can just go and dig up some earthworms. Just go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. And you don't need a boat. There's plenty of shoreline, and it's very simple. I mean, obviously, I'm a slow, sedentary man, so I don't need to just sit around and you develop this thing called conversation with your dad.
Or you could just STFU, as two men are supposed to do when they're fishing.
No.
I never got the catch and release aspect of it. So, like, the actual sport part of the fishing, because some of those hooks, man, especially, like, the fish, they get hooked up, like, around the eye and stuff and, like, ripped out the gills, and it was like, that fish is going to die. So, whenever I fished as a kid, I always made sure it was we're going to eat this shit. Like, we're going to eat this walleye, we're going to eat the sunny, we're not going to eat the crappie, but who cares about crappies?
Okay. My dad loved catching crappies. I catch and released. I was very not. I was never into sushi until these later years. So seeing these fish, I'm like, nope, let's get rid of them. Unless it was like a big fish, you wanted your trophy, and maybe a little disadvantage of not having a boat is catch too many big fish along the shore. But I mean, it was something to practice. It was something to get good at and evolve, and sometimes you have a great story, like the time I hooked my nose.
I wonder what walleye sushi would taste like. Probably like crap, right?
I don't think it tastes good.
Yeah. Wait, how'd you hook your nose?
So if anyone has used a rod and a reel, I'm right-handed. I casted my right arm back to swing it forward. Unfortunately, I did it more in like a rotating motion, so the hook came around to my left side and grabbed my nostril, and I flung it as hard as I could, and it caught the lip of my nose, my nostril, and I snapped the line on my face, and I threw like my bobber and some line went off, and like I threw like my reel out in front of me.
Well, you probably provoked it by how you were dressed.
I was wearing shorts and t-shirt.
Something else for you can do with your kids is watch a movie. And I understand it's $1.61 to rent a movie from Redbox. Holy shit! Holy shit! Or I'm actually don't even go out to too many movies, but when Muggsy's older, we'll definitely make a point of it. Hell, matinee, like $7, $8.
Yeah.
Kid is way cheaper. Plus, there's usually deals for popcorn and candy. So you buy the popcorn at the place, obviously, because you're not going to sneak in your own popcorn. That's kind of dumb. You sneak in just like a sleeve of Orville Redenbacher. The microwave is like, excuse me, Ken, sir. Do you have a microwave I can use? Why? Shut up. Well, I need it for my heart medication. Oh. Sorry.
Definitely for the heart medication. What was that, sir? Nothing.
That sounds like popcorn. No, that's my heart medication warming up. You get that louder. But sneaking in candy is definitely fair game.
Oh, yeah. No, definitely. No, you got to sneak in candy.
Candy prices are ridiculous, and I feel like they're ridiculous because they know that people are going to sneak it in anyways. So maybe you'll just catch a sucker or two who will pay full freight.
I mean, to be fair for business people, and I've had my brother's first job was working in the movie theater.
Yeah.
It's where they make their money, so I want to be obligated to say that don't sneak in candy.
Yeah, except if you're...
Because they don't make money in the movies.
Yeah, except you got huge margin on these things, except you don't sell many units because people are just sneaking in their own candy, whatever. But see, I think you would actually make more money, and you would make more... you'd move more product just by lowering the price to...
A reasonable...
like it doesn't even have to be as cheap it is as Walmart or Costco or whatever. Just put it a shade above. Like instead of... Yeah, because say a box of Junior Mints, say it's $1 at Walmart, right? It's $3.50 at the movie theater. Make it a $1.50. Or hell, people will actually pay $2 for it. Yeah. So that way they don't have to make an extra stop on the way to the theater.
Ooh, that's clever.
Yeah. It's like they don't want to sell it.
What's
Or
cool?
they think, if we charge $60 a box, that means that's 20 times more than we're already making.
Well, what's cool about movie theaters back in the day, and I kind of notice it's changing now, and I maybe because I don't know the rules anymore, but everything is priced evenly, so like rounded to the nearest quarter or 50 cents.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Today's modern. Last time I went and bought a movie, bought like 2 tickets. It was like $18.29 or something. There was a weird tax. Someone, let me know like what's going on with movie prices and stuff. Like,
well, I feel like they do it like that now because like not many people are paying in cash anymore, and yeah, everyone's just paying with card. And also, it allows them the flexibility of changing prices whenever they want. So if it jumps from $10 to $11, you'll definitely notice it. But if it goes from $10.47 to $10.62, like you'll be like, yeah, whatever.
It's just annoying.
Yeah, that bugs me about like chain restaurants like Buffalo Wild Wings too, where it's like, oh, our happy hour beers are $3.29. Everything should be round numbers. But yeah, watching movies with your kids. This is one that I'm kind of interested in seeing, A Dog's Purpose. It's got Dennis Quaid, and I've gathered that the dog dies like 17 times, and then just like the dog's soul just like drifts from dog to dog, and it's like also they're in deep shit with this because someone released like cell phone video of some of the dog trainers like pushing this dog into the water. The dog didn't want to go, so everyone's up in arms about that. But I don't know. I feel like this movie is just a tearjerker movie, and it's like you're literally going to see the dog die like 5 times.
What is the meaning of life?
Oh, okay.
Are we here for a reason?
Hell yeah.
Is there a point to any of this?
Nope.
And why does food taste so much better in the trash? This was me.
Oh, he's
and
a dog.
then this was me. Then I came back as this little guy. A lot of lives for one dog to
Whose
live.
voice is this?
I'm getting ahead of myself.
But see, this dog
Let's start
believes
at
in
the beginning.
reincarnation.
For me, it all began
Think
with
you'll
a
piss
boy.
off Catholics?
His name was
Yeah.
Ethan.
Bailey.
My name was Bailey.
See, 1961.
No! Come on, Bailey, do it.
What does he want from me?
Oh my God! It's Josh
Whenever
Glad.
life
It's
got
Olaf.
Ethan down,
Oh,
I
stupid
knew
Josh.
exactly what to do.
Ready?
I'm
How does he
ready.
keep game work?
We played with that ball all afternoon.
He's gonna be in the new
loved it.
Beauty and the Beast movie.
Is it?
Sometimes he just needed a little nudge.
Oh, whoa! Sorry, that was the dog. That wasn't me.
Okay, well, maybe you should teach your dog some manners.
We spent
Now they're
every
gonna
day
bone.
together. Were they fighting over food? No, nothing in there. As the years went by, I could tell my time with Ethan was coming to an end.
Good boy, Bailey.
See, this dog is going to die like 7 times.
Yeah.
And then, it happened.
Is this
I
what you
was
call
back.
Buddhists or
I
Hinduists
didn't
who believe
have
in the
a-
reincarnation?
I'm a girl.
Good girl.
Buddhist.
Good girl.
I had a new purpose. I was
Is
needed
Fred
again.
Armisen? No.
And again. And again.
I think a lot of bad
With
things happen
each
to this
new
dog.
life,
Yeah.
I was learning a new lesson.
Well, yeah, you forget dogs only live like 15 years.
Yeah.
Have we met before?
Oh my God.
Where did you find that?
Oh my God.
Ready?
Yeah.
Go!
He meets. I don't think this is for kids.
I tried to make sense out of all the things I'd seen. Was there a point to this journey of mine? And how did bacon fit in? If I can get you licking and loving, I have my purpose.
Ethan, why do you always have this dog with you? It's like a girlfriend replacement or something?
The dog's laughing at you.
Dogs don't laugh.
That's funny.
They're like
I'm dead.
that's.
I'm dying inside. That's a tearjerker. Oh, wait, all right, so
it's
here-
not like you would take Muggsy to that.
Here's
would you?
I think that's definitely in the wheelhouse of like a 7-year-old. Like obviously that's gonna be out of theaters by the time she's. See, A Dog's Purpose movie scared German Shepherd forced into. All right, so this is the video that everyone's forced into turbulent water.
You need a website.
Yeah.
Why not do it yourself? With Wix, you can create your own professional website.
There's this movie called A Dog's Purpose coming out very soon, and looks
That's
like
not
a
us,
nice
guys. Sorry.
dog movie on the surface. If you like animals, hey, you might want to go see it. The video I'm about to show you hopefully will make you think twice about going to see this.
Don't worry, it's warm water at least.
All right, so this is the cop dog of
He
the
ain't gonna
German
calm down
Shepherd.
until he goes in the water. Just gotta throw him in.
What?
So they've got 5 outboard motors churning up this
Wait,
water.
I'm gonna find the TMZ version because this is stupid. I don't want to hear this guy give his commentary. All right, so TMZ, Dog's Purpose. No, shut
There's
up.
this movie called
no,
A Dog's
no,
Purpose
shut
coming
up.
out very soon.
Shut your mouth.
And looks
Shut
like
your
a
damn
nice
mouth.
dog movie on the surface. Giant like animals. Hey, you might want to go see it. The video I'm about to show
What?
you.
There's a second video.
hopefully
You have
will
the
make you
second
think
window
twice
open.
about going to see this.
Do I?
I think.
Don't worry, it's warm water at least.
I see,
Delicious freshly brewed coffee.
He ain't gonna calm down until he goes in the water.
What the hell is going on?
Go to McDonald's and get $1
That is weird. There was
They've
a
got 5 outboard motors churning up this water in this giant pool. It's a lot of noise, and instinctively to any dog,
How many-
of course, they're not going to want to go in there.
Oh, here he goes. Oh no. Okay, he get his feet wet. He learns it's not cold.
There you go. All right.
Look, he wants to. He ain't gonna calm down
Clearly,
until
the
he goes
dog
in the
wants
water.
nothing to do with this, but this guy keeps trying to
Gotta
push
throw him
him.
in.
this is a live podcast.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Are you dead? Is he dead? Sanka, you dead? Yeah, man. Good.
Cool runnings reference. I like that.
Now you can tell that this dog did not want to go in the water, except they made him go in the water.
The bakery flavors you love.
Yeah. So, Dog's Purpose terrified German Shepherd forced into turbulent water. And so this is the cop dog probably rescuing someone in the movie. And here's the TMZ version.
You can see a bunch of everything is blue around it.
Don't worry, it's warm water.
Obviously, like, digitally enhanced stuff.
Yeah, so you got the dog, you got the trainer there, and you have
He
the
ain't gonna
turbulent
calm down
water.
until he goes in the water.
And the dog's like, nah, bro. I ain't doing it.
Oh, here he goes.
And then they pushed him in.
Okay, he get his feet wet. He learns it's not cold.
Actually, that guy's got some good commentary going.
Look, he wants to go in. Oh, he wants to get away. Just throw him in. Oh, here it goes. Oh, he's going to end up
All right,
going
so
in with
yeah,
him.
trainer's wrestling a little bit. Nothing too over the line yet.
Dear boy.
All right, so there's got.
Wow, that dog has a
The
lot
dog
of
is
the
strong.
dog is. Look at that water. Does look scary as crap.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Did they kill that dog?
No, they didn't kill the
At
dog.
the end, it looked like the dog totally got sucked into like deep underwater.
Let's see that. All right, so the dog looked scared. Understandable. How do people think that these things get made? That's what I want to know. Like, that was the first time I ever saw the video. Except everyone on social media, like they don't even matter anymore. But they're talking about A Dog's Purpose, the actor, the director, and everything like that. They're all Michael Vicks. Yeah, get the hell out of here. I don't know what we accomplished, but that was free. YouTube is free.
It's all about the money, son.
There we go. Nick, what's coming up from you?
The beginning of this year is all about the award shows for movies and television, so I'm following all of that actively, and I hope to start recording again.
Recording again. Also, speaking of shows, Monday after the Super Bowl, tune in. Nick and I are starting up a new project, Bull Show with Andy Carlson. Nick is Andy Richter. I'm Jay Leno. Figure that one out. 5 days a week coming at you, talking about sports and pop culture, and mainly just a bunch of random nonsense. It's the way I categorize it. It's like your favorite morning talk show, except split up in podcast form, 5 days a week. It's gonna be pretty awesome. Bull Show. Bull with Andy Carlson. Get on iTunes. Bullshow.co is that website. And with this, tell a friend. Spread the word. You know, in your dad groups, your mom groups, your whatever groups, talk about the Dad Mode podcast because we're available on iTunes, Stitcher, and iHeartRadio. Follow us on Twitter at Dad Mode Pod. Me and Andy Carlson Show. Nick at Nickason. Also, like us on Facebook, and the website is dadmodepod.com. But until next time, be a man. Be a father. Go
Think the
Dad Mode.
episode
Don't
you
catch you
just
later.
heard is worth $1? Well, send it our way. Visit dadmodepod.com/support to find out how. Be a man, be a father. Go Dad Mode. The music is created and produced by Deeb. To hear more of his tracks, visit soundcloud.com/Deeb.